As more travelers embrace cruising for the first time, understanding and avoiding common pitfalls becomes increasingly crucial. This comprehensive guide explores the depths of cruise vacation mistakes. Let's dive right in. Choosing your perfect match. The cruise line decision. The foundation of a successful cruise experience lies in selecting the right cruise line, a decision that proves surprisingly complex. Recent passenger satisfaction surveys reveal stark differences in cruise line experiences. Carnival Cruise Line, with its average passenger age of 45, creates an atmosphere of high-energy fun, with 72% of guests rating the party atmosphere as excellent. Contrast this with Celebrity Cruises, where the average age reaches 55, and 68% of passengers cite sophisticated dining and enrichment programs as their primary satisfaction drivers. Royal Caribbean International positions itself in the middle ground, attracting an average age of 47, with its focus on active families and innovative ship features. Their onboard satisfaction surveys show that 65% of guests primarily value the variety of activities available. Meanwhile, Disney Cruise Line commands the highest family satisfaction rates, with 89% of guests traveling with children under 12. Norwegian Cruise Line's freestyle cruising concept resonates particularly well with first-time cruisers, showing a 15% higher satisfaction rate among newcomers compared to traditional cruise formats. Understanding these distinctions proves crucial, as satisfaction surveys indicate that mismatched expectations account for 42% of negative first-time cruise experiences. The art of cruise planning. While over-planning can diminish the joy of spontaneous vacation moments, the data suggests that thoughtful preparation significantly enhances the cruise experience. Port day planning presents a particularly compelling case. Among first-time cruisers who research their ports extensively, 78% report high satisfaction with their shore experiences, compared to just 45% satisfaction among those who don't plan ahead. The importance of port research becomes evident when examining the complexity of modern cruise destinations. Take Street Thomas, for instance, where cruise passengers face choices among 87 different shore excursions. In busy Caribbean ports, popular excursions often sell out weeks before sailing, with premium experiences like private beach cabanas booking up to 6 months in advance. Studies of passenger booking patterns reveal that those who pre-book shore excursions spend an average of 22% less than those who wait until onboard, primarily due to advanced booking discounts and the ability to compare prices across different providers. The critical timing components. The question of when to arrive at your embarkation port generates significant debate within the cruise community. Flight delay statistics paint a compelling picture. In 2024, major U.S. airlines reported that 19% of domestic flights and 26% of international flights experienced delays exceeding 15 minutes. For cruise passengers, these statistics carry serious implications. Insurance claim data reveals that missed embarkations due to travel delays result in average expenses of $2,347 per person, encompassing hotels, alternative transportation, and fees to join the ship at the next port. Even more concerning, 23% of passengers who miss their ship ultimately abandon their vacation entirely, losing their entire cruise investment. Weather timing presents another crucial consideration. The Caribbean hurricane season, spanning June 1st to November 30th, sees an average of 14 named storms annually. September cruises face the highest risk, with 22% of itineraries experiencing some modification due to weather. Historical data shows that Eastern Caribbean routes face more disruptions than Western Caribbean itineraries, with a 28% versus 18% modification rate during hurricane season. The packing paradigm. The art of cruise packing presents unique challenges that often surprise first-time cruisers. Recent luggage handling data reveals that the average 7-day cruise passenger packs 38 pounds of clothing but wears only 60% of items packed. This overpacking tendency leads to various complications, with overweight bags being 60% more likely to experience delivery delays to cabins. Footwear deserves special attention in the packing discussion. Medical statistics from major cruise lines indicate that foot-related complaints constitute 25% of non-emergency medical visits. The average cruise passenger walks 3.8 miles daily on sea days and 6.4 miles on port days, making appropriate footwear crucial. Podiatrists recommend bringing 3 specific types of shoes: broken-in walking shoes, water-resistant sandals, and 1 pair of formal shoes. The technology conundrum. Modern cruising presents unique technological challenges that can significantly impact both experience and budget. Recent surveys indicate that 45% of first-time cruisers misunderstand their phone's international settings, resulting in unexpected roaming charges. The average unauthorized roaming bill reaches $437 per cruise, with some passengers reporting charges exceeding $2,000. Maritime internet presents another technological hurdle. Despite recent improvements in satellite technology, shipboard internet speeds average 8 to 12 megabits per second in 2025, significantly lower than the typical home internet speed of 225 megabits per second. Understanding these limitations proves crucial, as 35% of passenger complaints about internet service stem from mismatched expectations rather than actual service issues. Navigating time zones. Time zone management presents a particularly nuanced challenge for cruise travelers. In regions like Alaska, where port time can differ from ship time by several hours, approximately 25% of new cruisers experience some form of time-related confusion. This confusion leads to missed excursions, delayed returns to ship, and unnecessary stress. Modern cruise ships employ sophisticated GPS-based time management systems, automatically adjusting ship time based on location. However, this automation sometimes creates discrepancies between ship time and local time in ports. Recent data shows that 18% of missed excursions result from time zone misunderstandings, making this a crucial area for passenger awareness. Financial navigation. Understanding cruise finances requires attention to various details that often surprise first-time cruisers. Current data shows that 40% of new cruisers exceed their planned budget by an average of $800 per couple. This overspending typically occurs in several key areas. Gratuities now average $16 to $18 per person daily across major cruise lines, amounting to $448 to $504 for a family of 4 on a 7-day cruise. Beverage consumption presents another significant expense, with the average passenger spending $52 daily on drinks when not purchasing a beverage package. Specialty dining has become increasingly popular, with 65% of passengers dining in at least one specialty restaurant during their cruise. These venues average $45 per person, with premium experiences like chef's tables commanding $95 to $175 per person. The insurance imperative. Cruise insurance statistics present a compelling case for coverage. Recent data shows that 1 in 20 cruise passengers file insurance claims, with average claim amounts exceeding $1,800. Trip cancellation and interruption lead claim categories at 47%, followed by medical issues at 28%, baggage problems at 0%, 15%, and missed connections at 10%. Medical evacuations, while rare, can be catastrophically expensive without insurance. The average medical evacuation from a Caribbean cruise costs $32,000, while evacuations from more remote locations like Alaska or the Mediterranean can exceed $100,000. Port logistics and transportation. Understanding port logistics proves crucial for cruise success. Recent studies indicate that 70% of cruise ports require some form of transportation to reach main attractions. The average distance from cruise terminals to city centers spans 3.7 miles, with transportation costs averaging $20 to $30 per person round trip. In popular ports like Rome, Civitavecchia, the distance increases dramatically to 47 miles, with transfer costs averaging $75 to $150 per person. Understanding these logistics and building them into both schedule and budget proves essential for successful port visits. Documentation requirements. Documentation issues affect approximately 5% of first-time cruisers, a percentage that has increased with changing international requirements. Modern cruise travel requires various documents, including passports valid for at least 6 months beyond travel dates, visas for certain ports, and specific health documentation. Recent changes in documentation requirements have added complexity. For instance, many Caribbean ports now require proof of onward travel and sufficient funds, while European cruises increasingly demand specific travel insurance coverage for medical evacuation. As we sail through 2025, the cruise industry continues evolving with new ships, destinations, and technologies. Success in modern cruising requires balancing careful planning with flexibility for unexpected adventures. First-time cruisers who avoid these common mistakes report satisfaction rates 40% higher than those who don't. Understanding these potential pitfalls helps ensure your cruise vacation stays on course for success. While no cruise is entirely perfect, thorough preparation significantly increases your chances of a memorable and enjoyable experience. As the industry grows and changes, staying informed about these challenges and their solutions becomes increasingly important for both new and experienced cruisers alike.